You saw a spider in your room last night, maybe on the ceiling, or crawling silently along your wall. You brushed it off, maybe even killed it. But what if that spider was a sign? In Islam, nothing in this world is random. Even the smallest of creatures, ants, bees, birds, or spiders, are part of Allah's divine design. And sometimes, when they show up in our lives unexpectedly, it's not just a coincidence, it's a message. Throughout the Quran and Hadith, Allah uses animals to protect, to warn, and to teach. So ask yourself, why did that spider appear in your home? What was happening in your life in that exact moment? Maybe, just maybe, it was Allah reminding you, you are not alone. I am watching. I am protecting. Have you ever seen a spider and felt uneasy? Comment below where and how it happened. Let's decode it together. Real current story. Just a few weeks ago, a Moroccan family shared a chilling but beautiful experience on social media. It was just before Fajr. The house still dark, the world still asleep. As the father entered the prayer room, he noticed something unusual on the white wall near the prayer mat. A large spider, motionless, staring. His first instinct? Remove it. But something in his heart told him not to. He simply whispered, Subhanallah, left it unharmed, and proceeded to pray. Later that morning, the family had planned to travel out of town for a wedding. But suddenly, they felt hesitant. The car wouldn't start. The route was blocked. Everything felt delayed. Later that evening, news broke of a terrible crash on the exact road they were meant to take. The father broke down in tears. The spider wasn't just a creature, he said. It came before Fajr, before our decision, and reminded me to trust in Allah's timing. Whether it was a test, a sign, or just divine protection, one thing was clear. Allah intervenes in ways we don't always understand. The Prophet once hid in a cave, and a spider spun a web so perfectly that it convinced his enemies no one was inside. A spider became a shield. Do you believe Allah sends signs through creatures like spiders? Share your experience below. Someone else might need to hear it. Islamic interpretation. In Islam, the spider holds a unique place, not just as a creature of Allah, but as a symbol in divine teachings. In Surah Al-Ankabut 29:41, Allah says, "The example of those who take protectors other than Allah is like that of the spider who builds a house. But truly, the weakest of houses is the spider's house, if they only knew." This verse may seem simple, but it carries a profound meaning. Allah compares false reliance, depending on wealth, people, status, or material things, to the web of a spider, fragile, temporary, and easily destroyed. The lesson? Only trust in Allah is firm and lasting. But there's more. During the Hijrah, the migration of the Prophet Muhammad from Mecca to Medina, he took refuge in the cave of Thor. As his enemies closed in, a spider spun a web at the mouth of the cave. It was so perfectly intact that disbelievers assumed no one could be inside. That tiny spider became part of a divine miracle, protecting the greatest human being to ever walk this earth. It wasn't a sword, nor an army. It was a delicate web that played its role in Allah's plan. So when you see a spider in your home, think beyond fear or disgust. It may be a reminder from Allah to reflect, to trust, to detach from the illusions of this dunya. Maybe it's nudging your heart toward tawakkul, total reliance on Allah, or reminding you that just as he protected his prophet in the most fragile of ways, he is watching over you too. Subhanallah. If a spider once protected the prophet, could it also be protecting you from something today? Comment your thoughts below. Let's reflect together. Symbolism of the spider in Islam. In many cultures, spiders are seen as creepy, even terrifying. But in Islam, we're taught to look deeper. A spider doesn't just spin a web. It patiently weaves, thread by thread, with incredible precision. It hides, protects itself, and survives quietly. These aren't just instincts. They reflect sabr, patience, hikmah, wisdom, and divine design. Perhaps this is why Allah chose the spider as a symbol in the Quran, not just to teach us about weakness, but to reveal how even the smallest of creatures follows His command with full obedience. Next time you see a spider, don't jump away in fear. Ask yourself, what is this test trying to show me? Could this moment, this discomfort, be a reminder that Allah's plans are unfolding, even when I don't see it? Not everything that looks scary is harmful. Just like in life, sometimes the darkest moments are where the most beautiful growth begins. Allah uses even spiders to carry out His plan. Have you ever seen wisdom after a strange moment like this? Share below. Your story might guide someone else. Spiritual reflections plus modern context. We live in a world overflowing with fear. War in some lands, poverty in others, broken families, mental stress, job insecurity. For many, every day feels like survival. And in the midst of that chaos, Allah may send a quiet sign, a small creature, a spider, reminding you, I am still protecting you, even now. In Gaza, a mother told the story of her 8-year-old son during a recent airstrike. As they hid in a makeshift shelter, the boy pointed out a spider spinning a web near the entrance. Later, they learned drones had passed over them, but never saw them. The child whispered to his mother, maybe the spider helped us, like it helped the prophet. Halfway across the world, an elder in Indonesia shared something similar. He prays tahajjud every night. He says that nearly every time he finishes reading the Quran before dawn, he notices a small spider near the shelf, never harming, just watching. He sees it as a silent symbol of rahmah, mercy, as if Allah is marking that space as protected. These aren't fairy tales. These are real testimonies from real people facing real danger and deep uncertainty. And yet, their hearts were filled with hope because of something so small, so simple, that reminded them Allah is always present. Think back. Was there a time something small changed the course of your life? Maybe it wasn't a coincidence after all. Share your reflection below. Warning against superstition. While spiders can be signs from Allah, it's important to understand what Islam teaches about such moments. Islam does not encourage superstition, fear of omens, or believing in magic. These ideas come from ignorance and can lead to doubt and anxiety. Instead, Islam invites us to reflect on Allah's creation with wisdom and knowledge. If you see a spider, don't rush to think it's a bad omen or magic at work. Look calmly, remember Allah's power, and use the moment to strengthen your faith. Every sign is a lesson, not a source of fear. The real guidance is in seeking knowledge, trusting Allah, and avoiding baseless fears. Don't fear signs. Seek understanding. That's the Islamic way. Do you agree? Let us know in the comments. Practical takeaway and what to do if you see one. If you see a spider in your home, don't panic. Instead, follow these simple steps rooted in Islamic teachings. Say Bismillah, start with the name of Allah, and remind yourself that He is the ultimate protector. Take a moment to reflect. What is happening in my life right now? Are you feeling uncertain or doubting Allah's protection? Recite Ayat al-Kursi, the verse of divine guardianship, known to shield the believer from harm. Avoid killing the spider unless it poses a real danger. Remember, even it has a purpose in Allah's plan. Make a simple dua asking Allah to protect your home from all harm, visible and invisible. These actions help you turn a strange moment into spiritual growth. If you see a spider again, don't rush. Pause. Pray. Reflect. Could Allah be whispering something to your heart? Share your thoughts and experiences below. Final emotional reflection and dua. Remember, nothing in this life is meaningless. Not even the tiniest spider. Every event, every visitor, every creature you encounter is part of Allah's grand design. He sends us messages in ways we often overlook. Through nature, through moments of silence, to the smallest signs that call us back to Him. So when a spider appears in your home, let it be a gentle reminder that Allah is always near, that He watches over you with mercy and wisdom beyond human understanding, that even when life feels fragile or uncertain, His protection surrounds you, sometimes in ways you would never expect. Let us end with a dua, asking Allah for safety and clarity. O Allah, protect me and my home from harm, seen and unseen. Help me recognize your signs and submit to your wisdom. If you feel touched by this message, don't keep it to yourself. Comment, I trust Allah's signs. If you believe Allah can guide you through anything, even through a spider in your house. Let's share hope and faith together.